Hi, I'm Kalen, and I'm going to present to you the way the Nazis used propaganda during the Holocaust.
The Nazi Party was a terrible group that used propaganda to sway the mind of a nation. Propaganda is defined as a force of doctrine on a whole people. But propaganda doesn't stop there. Propaganda is still used today on news stations. An example of a piece of propaganda that the news used was when there was a war in Syria. They took this picture of a refugee getting out of the country to escape the war. But the media wanted to make it way worse than it was, hoping to convince the people that it is really bad in Syria. This can be a way to maybe help Syria, but there are many things that the news have done to make someone look bad. It really just depends on who you listen to. If you don't know the whole story, it is easy to get misled by people. The greatest defense in our country is in education. However, the Nazi Party used education to sway the lives of the people in Germany. First off, there are many theories on maybe why Hitler hated the Jews, and here are a few of them. Number 1. When Hitler's beloved mother, Clara Hitler, was diagnosed with breast cancer, a doctor by the name of Edward Bloch made her have a lot more pain than she should have. Edward was a Jewish physician, and he was just trying an experience called iodoform. It was to help her live longer, but it really only made her have more pain. Another one is, after World War I, when they lost, they blamed it on the Jews for underdetermining the war effect. Their primary targets for this theory was Jewish international finance or Jewish war profiteers. They thought that the Jews were responsible for the German state, which was wrote about in the November Criminals and Mein Kampf. Now let's talk about what he did about his problems with the Jews. One of the first things Hitler did was he removed all Jews from schools to get all the diversity out of the program. After the Nazis had the Jews out, they took over the school teachings. They burned all the books and replaced them with school books with Nazi propaganda in them. Every book had to be approved by Goebbels' Ministry of Propaganda. In one of the books, the Der Giftbläs, which influenced kids to be taught negative characteristics about Jewish people. It taught the kids that Jews have bent noses that look like the number 6, as you can see in this picture. In addition, the Jews had puffy lips, fleshy eyelids, and a deceitful look. By the end of it, it claimed that the Jewish people were responsible for the murder of Jesus. Some of the posters that the Nazis had up, like a few of these, were to convince the people. This one is to show that Hitler supposedly likes kids to maybe persuade the parents to trust him a bit. And this one was a sign for a girl camp. The camp was to teach the girls of the German race about motherhood and Nazi ideology. They influenced them by letting them do a bunch of activities like skiing, camping, and working on the land. Then, when they get older, they prepare them for marriage, domestic life, and future career goals. They also told them to have as many kids as they can. This also helped the Germans increase in population and get stronger. And lastly, this poster was used to get money from people so that they can buy weapons. They got the money by having little girls collect it by saying that it will fund the girls, but really it was for the weapons. And from convincing the people of Germany, the Nazis just about took out all the Jew population. So what I want you to take from this today is that get an education and find the truth out for yourself, or terrible things may happen, like people dying because you hear the wrong information, like the Holocaust. I chose Nazi propaganda because I knew after I was done with the presentation, I would know the real reason why the Holocaust happened in the first place.